30 minutes. That's how long it took to go from zero to a fully designed, live website. No coding. No templates. No hiring a designer. I just described my business to an AI, and it built the whole thing. But does it actually look professional? Let's find out. Building a website used to mean two options. Option 1, learn WordPress, buy a theme, spend a weekend fighting with plugins and wondering why your header image won't resize. Option 2, hire a web designer and spend anywhere from $1,500 to $10,000, then wait 3 to 6 weeks for delivery. Both of those options still exist, but now there's a third. AI website builders let you type a few sentences about your business and get a complete site, layout, copy, images, contact forms, the works. The big question isn't whether they can build a site. They absolutely can. The real question is whether the result is something you'd actually put your business name on and send to a customer. I tested 4 of the most popular ones head-to-head, building the exact same site on each platform, so you can see the differences for yourself. Let's set up the test. I'm building a site for a fictional business, a local dog grooming shop called Paws and Suds. I gave every builder the same description, a premium dog grooming salon in Austin, Texas. Services include bathing, haircuts, nail trimming, and teeth cleaning. We specialize in anxious dogs. Price range is $45 to $120. First up, durable. This one's built for speed. You enter your business type and location, and it generates a full site in about 12 seconds. I'm not exaggerating, 12 seconds. Pause, the result? Clean layout, stock photos of dogs, a services section with all 4 services listed, pricing, a contact form, and even a Google Maps embed showing Austin. It wrote the About Us copy too, something about dedicated to making every pup feel pampered. Generic, but not embarrassing. The design is simple but professional. It looks like a real business site, not a template someone forgot to customize. What surprised me was the mobile version. I pulled it up on my phone and the layout adapted cleanly. Buttons were the right size, text was readable, images stacked properly. That's something a lot of people forget to check, and Durable handled it without any extra work. Now Framer AI. This one takes a different approach. You describe what you want in more detail, and it gives you multiple design options up front. I got 3 variations to choose from. The output is noticeably more polished, better typography, more modern spacing, subtle animations on scroll. It took about 3 minutes instead of 12 seconds, but the quality bump is visible. The hero section had a gradient overlay on the image that looked like something a designer would choose. If you care about aesthetics, Framer is clearly ahead. Next, 10Web. This one's interesting because it's built on WordPress under the hood. So you get AI generation up front, but the result is an actual WordPress site that you can edit with all the traditional tools, Elementor, WooCommerce, any plugin you want. The generation takes about 5 minutes, which is the slowest of the 4. The design landed somewhere between Durable and Framer, decent but not stunning. It did pick relevant color schemes and the section layouts were logical. The real advantage is flexibility after the build. If you want to add a blog, an online booking system, or a full e-commerce store later, you can. That's hard or impossible to do on the other platforms without starting over. Last one, Hostinger AI. This is the budget option, and honestly, it punches above its weight. Hostinger already sells cheap hosting, and they've added an AI builder on top. You get a site plus hosting for about $3 a month, that's not a typo, $3. The AI generation was solid. Not as pretty as Framer, but better than I expected for the price. The copy it wrote was surprisingly specific. It actually mentioned anxious dogs and included the price range I gave it. The contact form worked out of the box, and it even suggested a booking integration. For someone who just needs to get online fast and cheap, this is a strong option. Pause, here's the part nobody talks about though. Every single one of these builders got the basics right on the first try. 5 years ago, that wasn't possible. The differences between them are mostly about polish and what happens after launch. Do you need e-commerce? Blog support? Custom code? Can you connect your own domain name easily? Those are the questions that should drive your decision, not which one generates the prettiest first draft. Because you're going to customize it anyway. Here's where I'll be honest. These sites are good enough for a lot of businesses. A dog groomer, a plumber, a consultant, a local restaurant. If you need a professional web presence and you need it today, these tools deliver. But there are limits. None of the 4 builders produced a site I'd confuse with a custom-designed one. The layouts follow predictable patterns: hero image, services grid, testimonials, contact form. The stock images are fine but generic. And the AI-written copy, while decent, has that unmistakable AI tone. You'll want to rewrite the key sections in your own voice, especially your homepage headline and about page. The pricing is also worth understanding. Durable runs about $12 a month. Framer starts free, but the good features cost $15 a month. 10Web is around $10. Hostinger is the cheapest at $3. Compare that to hiring a designer at $2,000 to $5,000, and the savings are obvious. But compare it to a free WordPress theme you install yourself, and you're paying for convenience more than capability. You're buying back your weekend, basically. The biggest gap I noticed: SEO. These builders handle the basics as page titles, meta descriptions, but advanced SEO, structured data, page speed optimization, you'll still need to do that work yourself or hire someone. I ran all 4 sites through Google PageSpeed Insights, and the scores ranged from 68 to 85. Decent, not great. A hand-coded site would score higher. Pause, one more thing: editing after generation varies a lot. Framer gives you fine-grained control over every element. Durable is more limited, you can swap sections but not redesign them. 10Web gives you the full WordPress editor, which is powerful but has a learning curve. Hostinger lands in the middle. So which one should you pick? If you want the fastest possible result, go with Durable. If design quality matters most, Framer AI is the clear winner. If you want long-term flexibility and don't mind a learning curve, 10Web gives you full WordPress power. And if you're on a tight budget, Hostinger gets you online for the price of a coffee. My honest take: for most small business owners watching this, Durable or Framer will get you 80% of the way to a professional site in under an hour. Spend another hour tweaking the copy and swapping in your own photos, and you'll have something you're genuinely proud of. That's a weekend project, not a month-long headache. Here's what I'd do if I were starting from scratch today. Try Durable first. It's free to generate and you can see the result before paying anything. If the design feels too basic, try Framer next. You'll know within 10 minutes which one clicks for you. Pause, subscribe if you want more no BS breakdowns of AI tools. And if you've tried any of these builders, drop your experience in the comments. I read every one.